Hi, it's me, Haley from the Boone County Extension Office, and today we are going to be finishing our macrame wall hangings. Hopefully when we're done, they're going to look a little something like this, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you are watching this video, that means that you have signed up for the macrame wall hanging class and you've received the instruction packet, and that tells you all the instructions, and it also lets you get to the videos that we watched on YouTube to kind of start our project off. So at this point you should have all of these knots already, and then this small row of knots as well. So what we're going to start on today is we're going to start here with these. These are the spiral knots. As you can see, I've already done a few over here, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how to do those. As you can see, my macrame is blue and yours is kind of like a cream color. That's totally okay. The color isn't going to make the process any different. So we're going to have the same exact process no matter what. So how we're going to do our spiral stitches is we're going to start down here and we're going to be working in groups of 4. So I'm going to take this group of 4 right here. We have this on the left, 2 in the center, and then this lone one on the right. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this left one over the 2 in the center. You take your white one, put that over, we go under and through the loop. So that's how we do that. It ends up looking a little like that, and we're going to pull that up. So I'm going to do that again for you all. Have the left one, we're putting it over the 2 in the center. We take the right one, it goes over, under the 2 in the center, and through the loop. And we're just going to pull that up. Whenever you're doing the spiral stitch, this is all that you're going to have to do. So you're just going to continue that motion. Left one over, we're going under and through the loop. For each one of these, you'll see that it's kind of starting to move spiral. So if at any point you need to actually like twist it and then continue, that's totally okay. For each one of these, I think I did 13 spiral stitches. So I'm going to continue on this side and do 13 for each one of these. You might, do 10, you might do 15 or 20. It's really up to you. It just is important because we want each one to be the same exact length, as you can see there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these ones and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm doing the spiral stitch here, and as you can see, it's kind of starting to lean or twist. So that's what I'm talking about, where you can actually twist it and then continue on. This is going to make your spiral look very clean. It's just going to make it look better than if you were to kind of just let the strings do their thing. So whenever the spiral is kind of twisting itself, just make sure that you follow along with how it's twisting. Alright, so we have all of our spiral knots done. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add our beads. As you can see, the hole in the bead, it's pretty big, but it's not quite big enough to fit 2 of these into. So what you're going to do is you're going to take each grouping of 4 and you're just going to pick one of the middle ones to put through your beads. So I'm going to use the left middle ones and I'm going to put my bead through there. So I have all the beads on here. They're just on one of the strings in the center. We're going to still be working in 4s for this next step, and what we're going to do is called the square knot. So you actually did a square knot up here for these, so we're just going to do that down here. So what we're going to do, the first step is very similar to that of the spiral knot. We're going to put that left string over, we're taking the right string, putting it over, under, and through that loop. But the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to do that the opposite. So we're going to take the right string first, put that over, then we're going to take this left string, go over, under, and through the loop. And we're actually going to repeat those 2 steps. So we're taking that left string over, the right string goes over, under, through the loop, pull, right string going over, and then that left string going over, under, through the loop, and pull. So we made 2 complete square knots, and I'm going to do that for every single one of these groups of 4 underneath of the beads. Alright, so we are almost done. What we're going to do now is we are actually going to trim these very long edges. We don't need them to be that long. We're going to trim them to be in a V shape, so it can be kind of as long as you want. I'm going to start towards the middle, and I think it is easiest to just kind of eyeball it. As you can see, I'm going up. I'm going to do that to this other side as well. Alright, so we kind of have like a V shape here with the ends. As you can see, it's still like twisted. So for this next part, what you're going to do is you're going to untwist all of these so you can kind of just pull them apart. You're going to pull every single one apart, as you can kind of see how I'm doing here. And then what I like to do once it's pulled apart is I have actually a hairbrush here. You could use a hairbrush or a comb, and you are going to kind of brush them out so that way all of them get separate. So we're going to do that for every single one on here, and then we will be back with our finished result. Alright, so I got all of my ends brushed out. They look pretty good. We kind of have like a V going on, but what I'm going to do is, since they're brushed out now, it's a lot easier to trim. So I'm just going to kind of clean this up and trim it, and then we are going to be done. So I kind of trimmed up the edges here, and as you can see, we are done. We are ready to hang this on a door, on a wall, pretty much wherever you would like. So if you have any questions, you can always give me a call, 859-586-6101, and ask for Haley Tucker at the Extension office. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.